I was just looking at myself in the camera here and I saw this. Do you want to know what this is? This is when I get really mad and I have road rage and I do like a body slam on the middle of my console, go, ah! The road rage is real and it's hard. I wanted to tell you guys that, I've been laying low, okay? Been laying low. I've been spending time with God. Obviously, I needed to spend time with God. You feel me? I've always been asking God, like, I need a sign that you still care about me, or I need a sign that you're still real, or I'm scared of death all the time, especially with what's going on right now. Since I've been laying in bed, I really haven't been watching TV or anything. I just kind of lay in silence because it's been really nice just to lay in silence. And while I've been doing that, I feel like God's been talking to me the most, which makes sense. We often ask God for like a huge sign, like, God, please give me like a big, huge sign of this or that you exist, or that I'm going to be okay, or this person's going to be okay. One thing that was like a huge, the only way to explain it is a very loud yet silent voice inside of me. I was laying there and it was like God told me, okay, if you need like a huge sign, like a huge billboard, a man-made billboard, or you need all these signs and all this stuff to like remind you of my love or my existence, he reminded me that think of all the huge signs that were put into existence when God made existence. How about the huge sign that there's a huge, big ball just floating and spinning perfectly so that it could be nurtured with the sun perfectly with night and day, to grow life on it and stuff, and not falling through that giant freaking black thing we call space, just floating there forever. That is a huge sign to me because, first of all, it doesn't even make sense. Because when we drop a ball here, on Earth with, gravity, it would fall. And yeah, we don't have the same gravity in space, but just the way, and from there it started with the Earth thing, but from there it went to everything else. It went to the way the body's designed, the way night and day is perfectly like timed out so that we can have existence and water and food and all this stuff. And I know a lot of people believe in evolution and the Big Bang Theory. I do not. I think that's an insult to God. There's way too many perfectly designed things that are just freaking amazing. Life in itself. Food. Like, how would food just know to be created all by itself to nourish somebody's body to keep them alive? Or water. And not only that, but every single mineral and everything that's been made in the world, everything just comes from nothing? Yeah, I don't think so. So it's almost like that reminder that reminds me how stupid I am to ever even question God's existence or God's love at all. Because if God didn't love us, there wouldn't be all these amazing, wonderful things. Like, yeah, there would be food to keep us alive, but not amazing food. Like, there's freaking amazing food everywhere. I'm driving to get me some Red Robin right now, and God is blessing me with that Red Robin. My point is, there's just too many crazy, wonderful things in the world that are perfectly designed. Perfectly. The human body, the way that we can reproduce. Not only that, but the amazing, crazy, all different emotions we have, feelings. There's so many things. There's millions and billions and billions and billions of things in creation that God puts, that if you're asking for a sign from God, really all you have to do is look around. And a lot of people always say, and myself included, we always say, God, I've been praying for a sign from God. I've been praying that God would show me something. He's just being silent. I'm getting nothing. So the next time you get silence, maybe look around and notice that God's being extremely loud. And he's been loud from the very beginning of time. with rain and sunshine and plants and flowers and animals and God, all sorts of stuff. I would sit here forever and just go on and on and on and on and on about stuff. And one other thing I wanted to point out is, a lot of people say, oh, why would God allow something terrible to happen? But I believe we're being trained for something a lot bigger than is here with us now. So I think that pain promotes growth. From all the miracles God's given me, I shouldn't even need that reminder, but I do, because the enemy is a liar. But one last thing I wanted to say is our bodies recover, right? We cut our finger and our body already knows that it needs to heal itself, and the healing process begins, and it scabs over, and it may take a while to heal, or you may cut your arm off and it may take quite a while to heal, but naturally things get better. So if you feel like things are terrible, they're never going to get better, just know that it's in God's natural design for things to get better, for things to heal. When you cut a limb off a tree, it grows another branch. Sometimes things just die, or people just die, and we have to deal with that. But I don't believe that they die and that's it. And I don't believe I'm going to die and that's it, and you're going to die and that's it. Like, life is just too beautiful. And thank you, God, for putting me on my back for 2 weeks. That sounded terrible. Thank you for putting me on my back for 2 weeks. Sorry. Thank you for putting me out and putting me in silence and putting me on my back for 2 weeks. So that I could sit and I can think. And I didn't mean to get sexual with that. It wasn't sexual. It's just kind of funny. My mind operates weird. I need to go get food. I'm going to go get some red robin, some amazing, wonderful red robin that God has blessed into my life. I just wanted to remind you guys, if you're having a problem, if you're going through troubles, just know, God is awesome. God is so awesome. He's been speaking to me hardcore lately. Thank you, God. I'm sorry about that rant. And I love you guys. If you're having a problem with faith right now, cut your finger and see how quick that heals. That'll remind you that everything does naturally get better. It does not get worse. Bad things happen, but naturally, life makes it better. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.